something interesting happened this weekend, and a player has drawn or drew. The player drew 4 intentional walks in a single game. This is the first time this has happened since 2004 when Barry Bonds was honored in this odd baseball way, right? Baseball-y way. And I'm pretty sure one of those was probably with the bases loaded because that was something that we saw during that time was
Sure
teams
did.
would rather give up one run than have Bonds knock in four or even drive a double or hit a double in the gap. Either way,
Yeah, right.
that's a thing that was going on. But Brig, I know you know because you're looking at the notes, and I know because I actually watched the game where this happened and they talked about
Yeah,
it, believe it or not. I
yeah.
watched the game because I have maybe
Don't
a
know
problem.
why.
I don't know. But
Yeah. Why this game of all the games would you have chosen to watch? I don't know. That's why it's newsworthy, because nobody
that's
noticed.
right, because it happened, and it's almost like if nobody saw it happen, it actually happened. It did happen because I was watching if nobody else was watching on TV besides
Way to go,
FanDuel.
Brad.
Anyway, I'll get to it. It was not Aaron Judge. It was not David Ortiz. It was not Albert Pujols, and it was not Ken Griffey Jr. because it happened this weekend to James freaking Wood
Yep.
against the Angels. Also, that is such an Angels thing to do.
It really is. But this is absent Ron Washington. Is he still out,
Absent
right?
Ron Washington, absent Joe Madden and his perplexing Mike Trout with walking somebody at the bases loaded, right? Like
Yep.
this is an interim manager doing this. The
Yep.
only other guys that this has happened to since 1955: Roger Maris, Gary Templeton, Manny Ramirez, and Andre Dawson.
That's it.
The fact, but
Then you get
let's
to Barry Bonds, and then you get to James Wood.
to James Wood, who by the way, Brig, is in his
Okay.
second big league season. He made his
Right.
debut last year, played 79 games. He's played more than that this year with 84, and he is only 22 years old.
I know. Make it
That
make
is the
sense.
baffling part. That alone is the baffling part. By the way, did you know he went to IMG?
No.
Yep. He is a
I
product
love
of
it.
IMG. Yep.
Those guys down there
Originally
know what
drafted
they're
by the
doing.
Padres.
Let's be completely
They
honest.
do. But it's wild to me that the Angels are that afraid of a second year player. And you know what? To be completely honest, probably ought to be.
Yeah.
That
Let's
dude's
look at
bat
his
to ball
numbers.
skills are bonkers. Go
Do you
ahead.
remember what Tarek Skubal's B WAR was this year? Look at the
Like
notes.
3.6.
3.9. Okay. James
Awesome.
Wood this year, 3.9. This is B WAR right now. Okay. Just let that stew in your craw for a minute, okay? Over 84 games, he has accounted for 52 runs, 89 hits, 19 doubles, 22 homers, 64 RBIs. He's stolen 11 bases. He's only been caught on 4 additional attempts. He works a walk 54 times. His batting 283, 386, 552. His OPS is at a 938 OPS plus 165. Yeah, walk the guy. Yeah. I don't know
It's
what
so
the
crazy.
situation was, but yeah, walk him. It makes sense. And it's his second season. I don't get it. That doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. It's just so funny though. Like
Yeah.
the only other player to strike that much fear in an opponent in our lifetime was
It
Barry
was 20
Bonds.
years ago, and it was Barry Bonds.
Of
And that's
all
why I'm
people,
saying it hasn't been Griffey, it hasn't been Judge, it wasn't Manny, it was Manny. It wasn't Poppy. You know what I mean? Like, these are the names you think of when you think who got walked 4 times in a single game. Well, welcome, James
yeah. Well,
Wood.
so
Welcome to the party,
well,
pal.
yeah, really though, like it's insane. So the one thing that's fun to think about James Wood is that like okay, um, he can hit the ball, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He can put the bat on the ball. But you look at those stolen base numbers, like he had 14 last year, he's already got 11 this year, he's only been caught stealing 4 times. He's 6'7", 235.
Yep.
He's a big
That's
dude.
Aaron Judge size. Yeah.
And he's getting bags. And
Yep.
he's hitting for average. Like
Sure is.
Get ready to back up the Brinks truck, Washington,
Yeah.
because it's going to happen. And if
Yeah.
you don't, somebody else will.
Yeah, you better pay this man. And it better be
Pay
soon.
that man his money.
Yep.
But anyway,
He's played defense. His defensive numbers look good too. I'm just looking. And
he's good. He's good all
he's
around.
good defensively. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought
I got to watch him just be terrifying for a weekend against the Mariners in a terrible series that the Mariners played. And he was a big part of it. I think he homered in all 3 games. And it was just like, gosh dang it. Like, yeah, don't pitch to the guy. Just put him on. But then he's going to still, I don't know. It's bonkers.
crazy.
So, yeah, if you don't know about James Wood, go watch the Nats. And by the way, C.J. Abrams is a great player too on the Nats.
Yeah.
I knew he was fast, but I did not realize how fast he was until I watched him leg out a triple yesterday. And it was like next level speed. So the
crazy.
Nats are a fun little team to watch. They got too many holes to be good, but man, they got some talent on that team.